Good morning, my math students. Today is Monday, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. I definitely miss teaching you all in person, and I hope that you are finding these videos helpful for you. I know every day I'm learning more and more about ways to teach you online, and I felt that this was a great option. So I hope you find this helpful, and I hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy. I want to take the time today to review with you everything that we've been doing. We are going to be having a quiz soon on our Chapter 9 work, and I felt that it was important to stop and review the material. And for homework tonight, you will be having a review sheet. And you can remember, you can use a calculator for everything we do in math class. Okay, so here is a problem where I want you to find the area of this parallelogram. And what I would like you to do for me is I would like you to pause the video and find the area of this parallelogram. When you hit play, you will see the answer appear. Okay, so here's the answer. The area of parallelogram, the formula is base times height. So the base was 12, the height is 8. Remember, 10 is this side of the parallelogram. The dotted line always represents the height. And when I multiply 12 times 8, I get 96. And area is always expressed in centimeters, or the units, I should say, squared. Because the definition of area is how many square units are inside of that shape. Okay, I'd like you to find the area of this triangle using this formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Pause the video, and when you press play, you'll see the answer. Okay, boys and girls, so the base is 13 and the height is 11. The height is always the dotted line, and sometimes the height is actually written outside of the figure. Sometimes it's inside, sometimes it's outside, but it's always that dotted line. 15 represents this side, and we would only need that if we were finding perimeter. So 13 times 11 divided by 2, I'm using the slash as division when I type it. So your area could be a decimal number. It's very likely that your answer will be a decimal, and it's the units to the second power. Moving on to number 3, I'd like you to try this, where you use the formula, hit pause, find the area of the trapezoid, and when you hit play, you'll find the answer. Please hit pause. So boys and girls, the answer to this problem is 121.5 centimeters squared. I added together the bases, times it by the height, divided by 2. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Please do this problem, hit pause. When you hit play, you'll see the answer. Okay, my students, so here's the answer. You needed to replace the area with 180. The base is 15, so 15 times what number gives you 180? You had to divide the area by the base. So be careful, because I gave you the area and I gave you one dimension. So you had to replace the area with 180, the base with 15, and find the height. Try the next one. Please hit pause, follow this formula. Remember, I'm giving you the area and I'm giving you the height, and you need to find the base. Please hit pause. Okay, boys and girls, so I replaced the area with 250. I times 250 times 2, which is 500, equals the base times 10. Now, normally, I know I always tell you in algebra, don't put that time sign there, but I'm trying to make this as clear as possible for you. So I am allowing myself to put it in here for this time. So what number times 10 gives you 500? It's 50 centimeters. And I want to make that clear. I don't think I said that in the last example also. I want to go back to it. When you are just finding a base or a height, you label it with just the unit, centimeters or meters or whatever it may be. You only do the unit to the second power for area. Okay, let's go to number 6. This is an older problem where we did this in our last unit, where at most you have to decide, does that mean greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and then you graph it. Remember, we used to talk about your mom is giving you at most $8 to go to the mall. Does that mean she's giving you less than $8, more than $8, equal to $8, so on? Hit pause, and then you'll hit play to find the answer. Okay, boys and girls, so at most 8 means that's the most it could be. So that's less than or equal to, which means it's a closed circle on 8 because the answer does include 8. and less than always goes to the left on the number line. Try this one. X is at least 9. So your mom says to you, I'm going to give you at least $9 today. What does that mean? Can she give you exactly 9, more than 9, less than 9? Decide what symbol to use and graph it. Hit pause, please. Okay, boys and girls, so at least 9 means 9 or more. So that's greater than or equal to 9. So that includes 9, and greater than goes to the right on the number line. Okay, I'd like you to solve this algebraically. Remember, we're going to write and graph this inequality below on the number line. You're going to pretend that this is an equal sign. You're going to get rid of this 2 by doing minus 2 to each side. Write the answer as X, the symbol, the number, and graph it. Please hit pause. Okay, so when I subtracted 2 from each side, I got X is greater than 10. That is an open circle on 10 because greater than 10 does not include 10. Open circle on 10 and greater than goes to the right on the number line. Okay, read problem number 9. Please solve it. Please hit pause, solve it, and when you hit play, you will see the answer. Okay, boys and girls, so what I did was I just drew the new figure. I drew a new figure and I doubled all these dimensions. So the 3 became 6, the 4 became 8, and the 8 became 16. Doubling means to times by 2. I could have drawn the original figure also, but I didn't. And then I added up all these sides and I got 30 centimeters. Please do this problem right now. Make sure you use your formula for the area of a trapezoid. You might have to look that up on your formula sheet and find the area of the new trapezoid. Hit pause and we'll continue and you'll see the answer when you hit play. Okay, so here is my answer. I drew a new trapezoid. I tripled the dimensions of the only dimensions that I needed, which were the top and the bottom base and the height. And then I used my formula. I added together the bases together, 15 plus 9, times the height, which was 18 divided by 2, and that left me 216 centimeters squared. Okay, please read this. Draw a new parallelogram, tripling the dimensions, and find the area. Please hit pause. Okay, so I tripled the base and the height because that's all I needed. I didn't need this side of the parallelogram. And 27 times 24 came out to be 648. How did I get those measurements? I times the base by 3, because tripling means times by 3, and the height by 3. Okay, for number 12, I'd like you to find the area of the shaded region. Remember, you are doing this on your paper as I am doing it, so you should be writing everything that I am writing for each problem. And if you haven't been doing that, please start. You can hit rewind on this video and make sure you go back and you are writing all the problems. And I will go back and review each one with you. Okay, so you're going to find the area of the full rectangle, which is 20 times 12 here. You're going to find the area of the triangle here. And then you're going to subtract them. Please hit pause. Okay, my students, so here is the answer. The area of the rectangle was 240. The area of the triangle is 56. When I subtract those, I get 184. Remember, the reason I subtract, I think of this rectangle as a birthday cake. And I cut out a triangle in the middle of this birthday cake, and I eat that. So that's what's missing from the cake. So that's why you have to subtract. Please do problem number 13, and when you hit play, you'll see my answer. Okay, so I found the area of the trapezoid, which gave me 330 centimeters squared. I added together my bases. My height of my trapezoid was 22. So I added 12 plus 18 times 22 divided by 2. And then my area, my parallelogram was just base times height. 8 times 6 was 48, and I had to subtract that because the white piece is missing from the entire figure. Okay, so that is the end, boys and girls. So actually what I'm going to do for you is go back to the beginning and just review a little bit. Some of you might not have written down all these answers on your paper. So the first one, number 1, the answer was 96. Number 2, the answer was 71.5 centimeters squared. Remember, the height is the dotted line. Number 3, I used my formula for the trapezoid. I got 121.5 centimeters squared. Number 4, I got 12 centimeters is my height. Number 5, I got 50 centimeters for my base. Hit pause on any one of these if you feel like you need to go back and review it again. Number 6, at most 8 means 8 or less. At least 9 means 9 or more. This one, the answer was x is greater than 10. Open circle on 10. Greater than goes to the right. Perimeter means to add up the sides. I drew my new figure. I doubled all these dimensions. And perimeter means to add them up. I added them up. Number 10, my trapezoid. I found the area of my new trapezoid. I tripled my dimensions. And I used my formula. I got 216 centimeters squared. Number 11, same thing. I drew my new parallelogram. I tripled my dimensions. I found the answer is 648 centimeters squared. Number 12, make sure you hit pause on this if you need a review of how I did the area of the shaded region. This was my final answer. And the same thing for number 13. All right, boys and girls, please, good luck on your homework tonight. Follow along with this. You know, you can watch this video again if you need help. Please email me with any questions you have. I really miss teaching you guys this in person. It is not easy teaching you it on a video, but I'm trying my best. I hope that you guys are learning it as I am teaching it. And let me know what you think of this video. All right, guys, good luck with the homework tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.